Hi everyone. Well, we had a lovely lunch at Army Bay. Despite the weather here has turned. It turned last night. It's cool. I'm still in short sleeves, but I've got a vest on, and it's windy. And we've had the odd little bit of drizzle. Nothing major. However, we are assured that it's going to fine up again in the next day or two. Back to 22, 23 and sunny. I'm at Meliehha. We are behind the sanctuary, of course, a church. There's still works going on here. There was last year and it's still going. You see a cement truck there. They're doing a whole heap of work at the back of the church. This is a lovely playground where when it's not drizzling, there'd normally be a lot of kids here playing. And this is indicative of a lot of the playgrounds you see in the villages. There was another one of these in the village we were just at earlier. Because somebody asked me earlier, what do kids do there? Well, there's plenty of things for kids to do here. For 8 months of the year for starters, they're normally at the beach and they get involved in their band clubs, and all the kids I know here are involved in sports or scouts or Girl Guides. Anyway, they seem to be a lot busier than the kids I know back home. So after a lovely lunch, we've had to come up here, which is one of our perennial favourites, of course, the Sea View Cafe. Not only is it a great cafe with full-on meals or just a snack, my wife just had a talasa, or a honey drink in English. Very nice coffee. But the Sea View Cafe is also positioned on the top of this cliff with some of the best views in Meliehha. And despite the wind, I'm going to just show you around. There's a cafe. There was a lot of people lining this area here when I got here, but now they're all inside. Okay, it's quite full in there now. It's just beautiful. Greenery on one side. Nature. Plenty of greenery. We've got some village life over here. Some lovely apartments you can see here with gardens on them on the corner. Let me zoom in. Really nice area, yeah, here. There's a restaurant down the bottom there. A really well kept area here. And they're still building, yeah. So there is a crane. There's a crane right there. The only one I can see. And then if you look closely in the cliff face in front of me, you'll see all the little doors and windows etched into the rock. So they've obviously got little rooms or little summer rooms or something. Oh, the wind, feel how strong it is. And then you look across, wow. You've got the tip of Malta, you've got Gozo. So nice. I've got St. Agatha's Tower there in the distance, or the Red Tower as we call it. Don't think I'll get there this trip. I normally go every year. I went last year. And the peninsula here now, if you look at the edge of this point, those of you who saw the video I did last year, I'm talking down up there. There's a little chapel right on the edge of the cliff and a statue of the Madonna, which was built there many years ago. It's well maintained, it's open, you can go in there and say a prayer. The legend is that some poor old fisherman got into trouble in some huge seas off the coast and prayed to the Madonna, and she saved him. I don't think his boat fared too well, but he made it and he got to land and vowed he's going to build a chapel right there. So he did. That's a legend anyway. And there is a statue. And then further around that section there, if anyone is familiar with the Coral Lagoon, and I did a video there last year as well. So it's basically just, you're just walking on high cliff sort of rock and the ground just gives way. There's a hole. And you look down and there's a beautiful, beautiful lagoon. Like a big pool. You can jump in if you're courageous enough, but you're not going to climb back out. The only way out is through a hole in the cliff, like a little cave that you can swim out to sea. And then of course you've got to be careful of the sea conditions and the weather, because this is typically an area where people would get into trouble, okay? So it's good to go and have a look. Personally, I wouldn't jump in there. Now, for those of you who are familiar down here, we've got Adira Bay, Malta's favourite beach. Il Bayat al Meliehha. Now, we just drove through there and it's totally been done up, the whole foreshore. So there's all roadworks. We had to drive very slowly on some gravel. There's all orange tape everywhere. They're obviously getting ready for a big summer. I'm not sure what they're doing. It looks like they're widening the pavement somewhat. Maybe some more car parking. I'm not sure. But going by all the other improvements they've done here, pretty much rest assured that it's going to be pretty good. Look forward to seeing it in summer. So that's Adira Bay. It doesn't look so great today with the cloud, but yeah, that's definitely Malta's favourite beach. You can probably just make out all the big seaside kiosks on the sand there in the distance. So I've seen a couple of fishing trawlers heading out, despite the rough sea. They've chugged out to sea, past the fish farms, and one of them is down there in the distance. So, beautiful. We always make a point to come here. As I said, we had lunch at Armir Bay at the Victoria Bar, which is one of our favourites. But we never miss the chance to then drive on and take another 5 minutes. Come over here, say hello to the lovely ladies that are always here. They're all getting ready for a bumper summer as well. And we had our coffee here. And they also have a great choice in music, as you can hear behind me. It's the inside of the cafe. Just by the way, I'll just show you the sign here, past this lady. They've got 44 flavours of milkshake, okay? So, particularly if you've got kids who are fussy, if your kids can't pick a milkshake they like here, I'd say just give up and give them water, okay? 44 flavours of milkshake. Sorry guys. They've also got mocktails, cocktails, the whole lot. Alright, over and out from the Seaview Cafe at Meliehha. What a wonderful place.